Think about it. Why do you think Mark Rober or Mr. Beast both average over 20 million views per video? There is only very few people who can consistently deliver 20 million views. They have a content strategy. They understand, they plan the virality. It's not like nothing happens on accident. Like there's people like saying that, you know, hey, I got famous, or this guy got famous on accident. That's a bullshit. Nobody gets famous on accident. Everything is planned. And if you can create a great plan, great strategy, bingo, you're ready to rock. You have to think about like a difficulty level of your content. I'm making a one video how to generate your first 10,000 subscribers, but it's in a form of a mini documentary, but also like a scientific experiment. The way the entire video is being treated. Like, hey, I picked Nas, somebody who doesn't have any subscribers at the moment, and then in 90 days he's at like 10,000 already, right? And then what do we have to go through, like to kind of like from his brand design to optimizing his YouTube channel to producing the content, having the content strategy, and getting the content out there. That requires me to film a lot. Just to produce one video, that will take me like 90 days to do. How many videos can I publish a year if I have to take 90 days out of my time to film this video? So let's say they came in because you were doing the fashion hauls and the bikini hauls, right? That was your primary content in the beginning. And a lot of those videos did very successful. So now out of those 12,000 people, let's say you introduce music to them. They don't know you too much because you haven't put yourself out there too much. You haven't like showed them more of your content for them to like consistently feed that entertainment off of you. Basically, you're in the position now, yes, I can change my content strategy, deliver something that they didn't came here to watch, but since they're my fans, they're gonna support it. From my case studies, in a very similar situation, only 10% people of actual amount of subscribers have actually supported a shift in a content. Think of it this way, out of 12,000 people, you're gonna average like 1,500 to 2,000 views per video that they're not familiar with. So now the new audience that's gonna come and see you is gonna replace and override the current foundational subscribers that you have. And they're gonna be there for because you're producing the music stuff. And then now, out of that, 10% is gonna be loyal to the content that you produce, and they're gonna support anything else that you're gonna do. So really, you have like 10% from that 12,000, 10% from new 10,000, let's say. So you really have like now about like 4,000 real supporters to support you as a person that creates content. Everything comes down to like your goal. Like what do you really want? Like, do you want a lot of subscribers? Do you want a lot of views? Do you want virality? Do you want to be covered on news? Do you want to sell merch? Do you want people to like buy your services? So like it just comes down to like, before you can construct any content, the goal is to figure out what is the end goal? Like, what do you want to achieve with this? I'll give you an example. So this video that we're gonna drop, like, you know, going from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in 90 days, well, 93 or whatever exact amount of day is. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna sell people YouTube mentorship packages. If I was able to like help Nas, I was able to help you, if I was able to help, you know, X amount of people out there in the YouTube industry, obviously I kind of know what I'm talking about. And coming from like guy that built 1 million subscribers in 1 year time frame from scratch, that's 1 million. I mean, that's 100,000 subscribers a month. That's a lot of growth. So Mark Rober, every video he posts, 380,000 subscribers, boom, generated like that. Mostly, it's all about content production. Everything's about, you know, the strategy and cultivating that strategy, and everybody focuses on being productive from that perspective. So honestly, it only takes 1,000 real solid fans to like really kick your shit. Because what they do is, if they're really your fans, you produce something, they go share it on their Facebook, share it on their Twitter, share it on their LinkedIn, Pinterest, everywhere. They drop the link to somebody's DM. They message the link to somebody, hey, check this out real quick. Like, you know, support this channel. And you don't need hundreds of thousands of fans. Because I'd rather have like 1,000 loyal fans than 100,000 unloyal fans that kind of like check out my content every once in a while. Because that 1,000 people not only like support me, share my shit, distribute my word out there even farther, reach more people, but also buy my stuff. And then, you know, give me the foundational base that I need to operate. Create like a short-term goal and then a long-term goal. And then what I would do is I would put in the long-term goal like what you actually want to like, you know, turn into a reality, which is this project idea that you have, which requires a lot more time invested and money as well. And the short-term goals, which are the lead up to the long-term goal. So the short-term goal focuses on, you know, building your audience, nourishing your audience, turning them into more loyal fans of your channel, and getting that audience to support your future long-term project by buying your stuff. You know, you could be selling them nails, or you could be selling them, you know, designer bags or whatever you're into that you think is cool for your audience, you know? So like for my audience, my mentorship is like the great, like till today, like in my DMs, like anytime I can literally go in and there is somebody asking for advice. Hey man, I noticed you gained 1 million views in 48 hours. How'd you do that? Can you teach me? Can you teach me? How do I optimize my video? How do I find tags? How do I do this? So for me, that's the content that I want to like show to people, because essentially I want to like develop like sellable courses that give them value, like, you know, kind of like a jumpstart courses type of a deal. So those are my goals, but you have a little bit of different goals than I do, and everybody has a unique goals. So I would start there.
Okay.
The long term and short term. Short term would focus on like, what can I do right now with what I have? And another key ingredient that you're gonna have to like put into the sauce is that consistency. Consistency is the key. Because think about it, Google owns YouTube, right? Whatever Google cares about on like a quality websites in their index, they care about quality videos on YouTube for their viewers. Because the idea of Google is to entertain their users. They want people to stay on their platform as long as possible. Is Dina providing a type of a content that's keeping people or repelling people away? Are people like coming onto your content and staying to watch, or are they clicking off and going somewhere else? So you maintain that retention by understanding YouTube's best interests in mind. So
Personal, just good business.
exactly. So you help YouTube, YouTube helps you. It's kind of like invisible.
Beyond a relationship.
Exactly. It's kind of like an invisible contract that you go in YouTube with. And then they reward you with exposing your videos to more and more and more people. You can make the videos that pop up in a search, you know, the suggested tags, in a search when people type in the keywords. Or you can be suggested in the YouTube's browser, like, you know, on the explore page, basically like when you go in and you see like a bunch of trending videos, you can pop up in that section. So everything has to do with like how you're gonna construct your content. Like the frequent edits are huge. Average attention span is literally like few seconds. So there is actually a study done by multiple different sources, and they all came out kind of like same with the timing. If your frame is not changing in 10 seconds, your content will suck. It's not gonna perform well. Imagine if you stayed consistent on a daily basis, you would have over 1 million subscribers by now. So what I would do is introduction, I would keep it like 15 seconds.
Short and sweet.
But there would be like maybe like 1 or 2 cuts in that 15 seconds or 20 seconds, whatever you're doing. And then you need to also work on getting an intro.
Okay.
Intro for your YouTube channel. You don't have an intro, and you need to work on getting an outro, professional outro that will feature your personal brand, like yourself in it, and also like two of your upcoming videos that people can actually watch.
Alright, what are you suggesting for that? What would you suggest for that? Where do I begin for getting myself a professional intro, outro, and how to plan?
Do you have a logo?
For my brand? No, I don't have a logo. All of that stuff, yeah, I need to get all of that.
Yeah, so what we will do is I'll help you with that,
Okay.
like the logo, intro, outro. So you'll have those, and then what's it called? And then the channel banner, obviously. Like I think you have the channel banner, but we'll.
I have just one that
Yeah. So and then what you will do is you'll stack up your content. You'll have like, I want you to make 10 content that's ready to go. Like you don't publish it, like it's just ready to go.
10 videos ready to go?
10 videos ready to go. And they need to be like what it is before you even film them, study your competition. Just go on YouTube, type in bikini hauls, type in like filtered by most viewed, and then be like this, why is this video viral? What the hell is she doing that's making that video go viral? Okay, let me write down strengths and weaknesses of this video, okay? And then move on to the next video. Analyze like 10, 15 videos, and then kind of like write down what you see that you could potentially implement in your content. And then with that implementation, you'll be able to develop a content that's just ass kicking. And then once you got your 10 videos ready to go, with the thumbnails, of course. Thumbnail's the trick here. Thumbnail is the trick. Like, literally write that down. Thumbnail is everything. Title and thumbnail. Those two are everything. When you go on your like Google News or like Apple News, why do you even click the news article that you're about to see?
Thumbnail and title.
Exactly. So you gotta think like a news reporter. How do I clickbait people? People say clickbait is bad. No, it's not bad. The thing is, if the clickbait can be close to the content, especially like very close, and especially if it's you're not using some random girl to clickbait people, it's you. But you just gotta get very creative on how to get people to click you. And if the title is there, the thumbnail is there, they correlate with each other.
Yes.
And then with the optimization techniques that I've taught you, which you already possess,